Sims, and we are back with more sweet views, and we're still at Cheetos Round. I love it so much. Nothing could be better than the furry suits, though, so, like, we're just gonna have to coast along. There's no way this can get any better, but, well, it's Cheeto, so I don't know, but anyway, we're still at the end of stage 6, so we have one more choice left, and then we move on to stage 7. So I don't think we're gonna get our ending in this part, unless stage 7's really short, so I don't know. We headed back to the restaurant to get some takeout for dinner. Once we got our dinner, we sat at the big table until the hotel arrived. Gosh, everybody looks really tired. Mitarashi was sprawled across the table, snoring. I glanced over at Subaru. He must have been looking over too, because our eyes met. Oh. Our eyes met over Mitarashi's body, who's just laying in between us. How romantic. Whoa, I didn't expect that. I tried to think why he might be looking at me, but with my eyes locked on his, I found I couldn't think clearly about much other than that. Suddenly, I felt a powerful urge to talk to him about anything. What had happened at the park, each other, the weather. But what could I say? I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. Besides, everyone else is here right now. Yeah, this would be the, I love you. And then he's smirking. He's like, yeah, I love you too. Like, oh, he knows. With no other explanation, Subaru stood up and left the restaurant. I stood up quietly and followed him out. Perhaps it was because they were all tired, but nobody said anything as I left the restaurant. He's like, I left because I'm sick of you staring at me and you're creeping me out. You know that's not what he did, but could you imagine? You're like, oh, I'm just going to follow him. And he's like, I left because you're creeping me out by staring at me, and now you're following me. Crazy. The night breezes felt cool and relaxing as I followed Subaru outside. Oh man, I hope he didn't just want to be by himself. He didn't tell me to go back, though, so I figured I was okay. We walked in silence for a while, and even though we weren't talking, it felt nice. Maybe I just like hanging out with him. Hold hands. Hold hands. Tomorrow's the last day. Oh, right. I jumped a little when he finally spoke. Today there was a moment where I thought we were completely done for. I was terrified and I was ready to give up. Yeah, because you didn't want to put on a furry suit. That was your own fault. I know it's actually in the thing at the last part, but we almost died because you didn't put on the furry suit, too. Just saying. I'm a police officer. It's not a safe job. And this wasn't the first day I thought I might die. But I've never felt as scared as I did today. Do you know why? Because you weren't alone? Exactly. I was afraid I might lose my friends. I was afraid I might lose you. Oh! What is wrong with me? Oh my god. Subaru. I guess that before I realized what was going on, I was thinking about you as more than a friend. Oh! Kiss me now. I lied. This gets better every time he opens his fucking mouth. Still, if he were saying it in a furry suit, it would ruin the moment. It'd be funny as fuck. Anyway. Oh my gosh. My heart is beating so fast. I know, mine too. Oh god, he makes me giggle. What the fuck? There's something wrong with me. Well, why am I so excited? Because he's the hottest guy in this game. He smiled. Tomorrow's game is probably going to be the hardest yet. But I promise I'll keep you safe. Even if that means my life. What should I do? I have to say something. Don't say that. What? Don't say even if it means my life. I don't want you to die. For a long moment, we were both silent. You have a point. Oh my god, is he gonna kiss me? Is he gonna kiss me now? There's romance music. He nodded. All right then, a promise. I won't die. I'll survive. We both will. And no matter what happens, remember that you can trust me, okay? He looked straight into my eyes. My voice is a little fucked up right now. Oh man, I can't look away when he does that. Spacey. His face was close to mine now. Really close. Oh, for fuck's sake, you better give me the kiss now. He took off his glasses! Oh. I'm gonna die. Oh. We both have our eyes open, which is a little awkward. But, like, he's going in. Okay, close them afterward. But his lips press softly against mine. I love this so much it hurts. I close my eyes. She closed her eyes. He didn't. They wanted to prove that he actually had pigment in his eyes. Like the brownish color. Okay. Almost red. Anyway, to match the glasses, right? And it's almost time for the hotel to arrive. Let's go. Right. Come to my room because Mai won't be there, and I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm sorry, but this is the route I need that in. I don't want to read it, though. With that, we turned around and walked back the way we'd came. The way we'd come. Wow. I can't read. I'm too just swoony right now. When I got back to my room, I yawned and stretched. Tomorrow's the last day. We're almost there. It had been a long, difficult week, but we'd pulled together and done what had to be done. Without Subaru, though, we'd have really been in trouble. I knew I needed to rest, but excitement of knowing knowing that we were almost done kept me wide awake. A walk might help me calm down. I wonder if everybody else has gone to bed already. There was so much bottled up inside me. If I did happen to see someone, a long conversation sounded pretty good. I thought we were going to bed and we were going to skip through the dream part. That's why I had the skip thing on, but now we're back out, so no. Oh, you're still awake? Subaru! There he was, relaxing in the lobby. Are you drinking coffee? Yeah, the piglets said they had some, so I decided I'd have a cup. You want a drink? Sure. He beckoned one of the piglets over and said something to it, while I fidgeted and looked around nervously. In a few moments, it was back with a steaming cup. Huh. Something wrong? This, isn't coffee. Yeah, I asked for hot milk. Why'd you do that? It's just about time to go to bed. I figured drinking caffeine this late probably isn't a good idea. He was grinning. But you're drinking coffee. Are you gonna be okay? Of course. I'm used to it. Then I want to get used to it too. I mean that if I don't drink it, I'll never get used to it, and I kind of want to drink the same things you do. That is such a teenager thing to say, though. I want to drink the same. It's not like, oh, I'll try it. You know, you're trying something. It's like, I want to drink the same things you drink. Are you 8? That's a really weird mentality to have. It's not like, I think it's just the way she presents it. Like, I want to drink the same things you drink. You're acting like a child. That's not like a normal adult would be like, well, first of all, I don't think a normal adult would presume to get someone else warm milk like you're my dad. Don't be Shirabe right now, okay? Like, but it's like, I wanna drink the same things you drink, so I can be cool like you. See, it's just awkward the way it's presented. It sounds very childish. You know, as opposed to when you like someone, you want to get involved in their hobbies, or if they like coffee and you don't like coffee, you're like, oh, I'll try it. Sure, let me try it. Yeah, nope, still not into it. Or like maybe you get into something that they like. Like, not a whiskey drinker really, but if I was dating someone who drank whiskey all the time, maybe you'd get used to it or have a glass now and then or try it, you know, but you wouldn't be like, I'm totally going to make myself like whiskey because you like whiskey. Because that's fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like, if that... It's weird. Anyway. Oh man, what was that? It just started rambling and sounding like you're a child. Well, they made me milk, so I'll drink milk for now. Hold on. Huh? My milk was already halfway to my mouth, but Subaru was quick and nimble enough to pour part of his coffee deftly into my cup. And now it's coffee milk. I take my coffee black. If you, start off that way, it'll taste horrible. True. And so try mixing in some milk, and you can adjust the balance as you get used to it, and eventually you'll be able to drink it black. Why the fuck would you want to do that? That's a horrible idea. So much better with, like, cream and sugar. Hazelnut creamer, and still a lot of sugar. Oh, okay. Wait, is he saying... I lifted the cup to my lips and drank as quickly as I could in an attempt to hide the red on my cheeks. Oh gosh, he wasn't kidding. It's kind of bitter. Okay. You have a cup full of milk and a splash of coffee in it. There's no bitter in that. Don't give me that. That's bullshit. He was like, slightly coffee flavored milk. That's gonna be fucking less coffee flavored than coffee ice cream. Coffee ice cream is fucking delicious, though. Even though it was still mostly milk, I could taste the strong flavor of the coffee. Bullshit you can. Subaru had been right. I wouldn't be drinking black coffee for a long time. Then someday, we'll drink the same coffee. Ugh. That's lame. Maybe by then I'd be more cool? Yeah, maybe you'll be grown up by then, instead of acting like an 8-year-old. I watched him calmly sipping his half-empty cup and felt a little bit of sadness. Because you're like, he's so adult and I'm so 8. Still, it was nice to sit there with him, and for a little while I forgot all about the game. We've got to kick butt tomorrow. If we screw up, my uncle could be in real trouble. And not just him, everybody. I sent off a quick text message to Uncle KG about how we were almost there. I'll save you, Uncle, I promise. With that, I lay down and closed my eyes. Here we go. Skipping this. Skip this shit. Because we've already read it. Wake up! Parents are dead! And how did we live? And, like, nobody knows about the car. I don't know. There's something going on with that. We'll find out in the next route. I'm so curious about it, guys. So fucking curious. This is the last time I'll see this room. It made me a little sad. I'd only been there a week, and it had been a stressful week, but I'd gotten kind of attached. Thanks for everything. Oh! We were saying thanks for everything to Jazz Hands! After a moment of surprise, the piglet responded with a series of gestures that seemed to mean, oh no, don't worry about it. No, it was really, I'll miss you too. Oh my god. Bye, Jazz Hands. We love you. I've gotten pretty good at understanding them, huh? I also want that version of Jazz Hands, the little like, oh. Like the little, oh, that's so cute. I'm not kidding, I'm making pins of Jazz Hands. One of these days, 5 years from now, we'll still be talking about it. Or like, 2 months from now, someone will bring up Jazz Hands in a video and he'll be like, what the fuck is this person talking about? What's Jazz Hands? I hope I never forget Jazz Hands. That's when you know I'm going senile when I forget my love for Jazz Hands. Oh my god. Well maybe, really I was just guessing at what they were probably saying, based on whatever I'd said. Yeah, Jazz Hands was like, no, get the fuck out. I'm sick of taking care of you, dumb bitch. No, that wouldn't be Jazz Hands. Jazz Hands would be like, I would hug you if I could, but I'm not allowed. My phone dinged, and I looked down to see I'd gotten a text from my uncle. Trust your friends and good luck. You're almost there. He's always so positive. I know, he's in a cage, and yet... I smiled, and with renewed determination, sent off a quick reply. They've been in a cage for 7 days. With, like, nowhere to sleep except for in a pile. How uncomfortable. And nowhere to, like, pee. Like, are they even getting fed? They'd be dead right now. Like... Are they like, at least, like, we at least have rooms with bathrooms. I can at least pee when I need to. But, like, I'm just saying, our poor Haas and Uncle KG's being like, so, like, well, good luck, everything is great. You were in a cage with a bunch of other people and you have been for 7 days. I'm just saying the logistics is kind of scary. And for him to be positive and not like, kill me now, Spacey, kill me. Because I'd have probably been that way after about 7 fucking hours. Just kill me now. I'm trapped in a cage with these people. Like, I'm near people. It's been 7 hours. And it's not a work environment where I have to be around people. I don't have to be around these people. I'm in a cage. I'm scared. I want to be alone. And I need to pee, goddammit. It's a smelly cage, all I'm saying. Plus, I haven't showered in 7 days either. I mean, gross. Gross. I smiled, and with renewed determination, sent off a quick reply. I'm sure they're not actually in the cage, because the only time we've seen them in the cage is in the very first part. And then after that, we've never actually seen them in the cage. They're probably locked in rooms somewhere. So, I'm gonna end this whole thing today. Subaru was talking with the piglets in the lobby. Jazz Hands! Oh, pats Jazz Hands on head. Love you, Jazz. Yeah, you're right. Thanks again. We'll miss you. The piglet said something and moved off out of the room. Morning. So, what was that about? Is everything all right? Well, this is our last day here. I asked them what they were doing next. I guess after we leave, they're going to clean up and leave too. And they did an excellent job, but it turns out they don't have any experience as hotel staff. I have to admit I was a little surprised. Is that what you were asking about? Looked like you were having a real conversation. And we've been dealing with them every day. I guess after a while I started to feel like I could understand them. And didn't you? Anyway, if you forget anything, they'll bring it out to the plaza. Whoa, I guess Miyoshi isn't the only one who's figured out their weird sign language. How fucking randomly bizarre is this whole scenario right now? Like, if you forget anything, they'll bring it out to the plaza. Okay, cool. It's like we're basically fucking hostages ourselves. And we're just having this casual conversation. Like, if you forget anything, it's okay. The staff will just bring it out and you just pick it up in the plaza before you go home for the day. And, like, we're just out there and, like, we haven't risked our lives for 7 days and been fucking trapped here. And, I mean, it's not the piglet's fault, but it's just a weird, surreal kind of way that we're just talking about this. Like, it's no big deal. Like, it's a holiday stay. Like, all right, kids, everybody ready? Let's go. Our vacation's over. Gosh darn. Like, we're taking a fucking family vacation here. Like, what the actual fuck? It's great. I love it, by the way, but... I was thinking that I'd probably overestimated my own grasp of the piglet's language when the rest of our team walked in. Okay. I was thinking that I'd probably overestimated my own grasp of the piglet's language when the rest of our team walked in, with Mai and Shirabe hand in hand. That was a very long fucking run-on sentence. And then there's other times where Shido's like, so, we're all here right now, together. And you're like, could you not, like the earlier sentence with him from last night? He's like, I'll live. You'll live. We'll all live. Each one of us. And you're like, oh my god, too many sentences. Like, you could have put that in one, and then this one, it was like, that could have been broken up into 2 sentences. Like with the whole, like, Mai and Shirabe came hand in hand, like, could have been its own sentence. It was very run. Look, whoever's translating this, please actually read your sentences and be like, I know it might have all been one sentence in Japanese, and maybe it made fucking sense, or it might have been multiple sentences, but it doesn't in English, so fix it, because it hurts. Like, anyway. And so, we're all here. Yep. Today's the last day. Are you ready? He looked slowly across our assembled faces, meeting each person's gaze. Let us finish this. Yeah, time to get this thing done. And just the final stage left. Yeah! Oh, shut up, Toa. You're gonna cry and piss yourself. I just hope he gets shady resting bitch face at us again. I love it. It's the best. We'll get the truth and get the hell out of here. Okay. We're gonna make it. We're all going to make it. So let's go. He's like, we're all gonna make it, and if any one of you try to die on me, I will resurrect you and I will kill you myself. Aye, Captain. 10-4, good buddy. We're gonna be good buddies. What? With a cheer, we headed for the hotel exit. I love his route, and I don't want it to end. I don't want to do his bad ending. I really don't. I'm probably gonna... That's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna cry, because I only cried for Toa in 7... Not this Toa, other Toa. I only cried for... I have to reserve my tears for moments like that. But it's gonna be one of those, like... I feel like I want to, though, guys. Because, like, this Toa hurt when he was like, oh, yeah, I know we said I loved you, but could you stop calling? And you're like, the fuck? That hurt. That hurt, and he wasn't even anywhere near best boy. This is going to kill me. I'm just saying. Just to be safe, we left Mai with the piglets at the restaurant and headed toward the main plaza. Tough luck last night! As soon as we arrived, he was waiting for us. Or at least his voice was. This is the last day of our game! Never thought every single one of you would make it this far! You've done an amazing job! So I want to see you all survive! But I also don't want to return the hostages! What a pickle! Even if I'd managed to figure out what the piglets meant, the count was still a mystery. I've heard more convincing lies from a kid with his hands in the cookie jar. You have experience with that often? He frowned. If we beat this game, we want to see you in person. No more of this video nonsense.
Very well. You have my solemn word that if you succeed, I will invite you to the majestic Castle Hogstein. But beware, today's game is a masterpiece.
Oh, we're gonna go to the Coliseum. Oh, boo, we've already done this one.
It's a perfect climax. The beautiful bonds of friendship you built will be tested to the max. Like. Will you be able to make it, though? Let's find out. Off you go. The final battle begins in the Warriors arena.
Then with a click, he was gone. Our bonds will be tested? Bring it on! And nothing on earth could sever the bonds we have now. Oh god. Oh god, thank god we didn't have any confessionals. Where we were like, I don't know, Toa's kind of being a shady bitch. And then it's gonna be like, it comes up and he's like, what? And you're like, well, you were being one. Like, right. Let's get going then. And he doesn't have anyone as a hostage that he could use like Urabe where we accidentally kill him and then we feel guilty about it. Because that's what he was doing. So, I mean, I don't know. We all nodded and made our way toward the final attraction. It's gonna get rough, guys. Are you nervous? I'm a little nervous. I don't know what he has in store for us, and I'm worried. Don't make my friends hate us! What the hell is what? That's a volcano and like, fuck, I'm sorry. Alright, and this one was based off of... Hey, come on, let me do this one. It's the last one. Mitarashi was practically jumping up and down with excitement. He'd spent the last several days cooped up, and now that he was out, he was bursting with energy. Sure, go ahead. Awesome! Thanks, bro. I'll take it from here. Alright, today's attraction is Roundtable Coliseum Nights 4. Mayoshi sighed. It's a fighting game based on Arthurian legend. It's set in Camelot, which is turned into hell on earth after King Arthur's death. The 12 Knights of the Round Table are fighting over the holy sword Excalibur. Each character has a different chakra at weak points, so you hit those to get devastating combos. That's why it got so popular. I told you all of that. So? Whatever. Oh, but Mitarashi is so adorable. You're good at fighting games, right? I figure they don't call you Ares for nothing. You can handle this, right? Sure. He nodded, a bit more confident than usual. This is actually the game that got me that name. What? Whoa, I guess he's got a good reason to feel confident then. Good to hear. We'll be counting on you, Kota. Sure. I'm super excited, man. I just feel like that's how he talks. As we reached the attraction, the sky got dark and clouds began to gather. Gloomy weather? Yeah, this is totally the last boss. The building in front of us looked like an old, broken-down coliseum. A sword and scabbard made a huge X over the entrance. Is that Excalibur? I'd barely had time to think that when Count Hogstein's voice echoed across the courtyard.
Enter! Enter the Coliseum!
Several piglets appeared to guide us in. On the other side of the door was an indoor arena decorated in a medieval European style. There was a sort of stage in the center of the room, surrounded by amphitheater-style seats filled with piglets. Damn, looks like we got a full house.
Yeah, but they're totally silent. Don't you think it's kind of creepy?
Yeah. Even when they were just there to be an audience, apparently the piglets were still on duty.
Welcome, Knights of the Round Table! You must defeat the vile knaves who would lay their greedy hands on the holy sword. Persevere, and Excalibur is yours.
Persevere. Wow. Why? I can't. Wow. I can't read. We know this. Whoa. Look at the size of those guys. One of the 3 huge piglets that had just appeared climbed up onto the stage and strapped on gloves and shin guards. But see, we've already kind of done this one in Shirabe's route, so like... This is where this one would have been better to do first, just because in Shirabe's route, I'm like, whatever, we already knew this was coming. But like, now it kind of ruins the fun. God damn it, Shirabe, you ruin everything. Well, you just ruined this for me, but that's okay. We're still in Shido's route, so that's great. I think he's telling us to come up. Huh. So it's a real fight. I'll handle this.
He cracked his knuckles, grinned, and leapt up onto the stage.
Watch out. I don't think this is going to be a straight fist fight. It's cool.
Just like the piglet had done, Mirorashi strapped on gloves and shin guards. I don't think he's really all healed yet. I hope he'll be okay. I realized I was holding my breath and forced myself to let it out. Learn your opponent's weaknesses, hit their chakra points, and obtain victory. As soon as the announcer finished, a huge screen flickered to life. On it were the outline of two human bodies. The piglet's silhouette had a star on its stomach, and Mirorashi's one had one on its shoulder. On top of the screen, each had a bar for their health.
His shoulder is where he got shot with an arrow, by the way.
A fight! They didn't even give us a chance to figure out the rules before the fight started.
Here we go! Yeah!
Mirorashi charged. His fist flew straight for the piglet's face. But it dodged lightly around his punch and reached out to gently tap one of Mirorashi's shoulders.
Yeah!
Mirorashi! He screamed horribly and fell to his knees. His back arched in pain as far as it would go.
What the hell was that?
Down! A full third fell off of Mirorashi's health bar.
Damn it! That thing shocked me! Like, really bad! Man, that stings.
He shook his head and blinked hard, then climbed to his feet. Of course, those stars are his chakra weak points. The star on Mirorashi's shoulder moved down to his stomach.
Watch out, what do you say? If you get hit on the star, it zaps you.
Ah, so this is slightly different. For us, it was if you get hit at all, it shocks you. This is only on those weak points.
Yeah, I got it.
He threw another punch, but the piglet dodged that one too and lashed out with its foot.
Urgh.
He caught the piglet's foot with his elbow and managed to avoid the main force of the blow, but the very tip of the foot brushed against his stomach.
Yeah!
No! His whole body convulsed again as he collapsed to the floor. His health bar dropped again, down to a single third.
Stop thinking about it like a boxing match. All you gotta do is tap those stars. It's about finesse, not raw strength. Heh, I know, man. I figured it out too, you know.
He stood up again, but he was starting to look a little wobbly. The star had moved to his right breast.
You can't just charge at him. Use your head.
But Mirorashi didn't hear or didn't care, and leapt straight toward the piglet, his fist out. Oh no. Just as before, his opponent dodged easily and struck at his weak point. Mirorashi's health bar dropped again, almost to zero, but...
You're mine now, bro.
Forcing himself to ignore the pain of the electric shock, Mirorashi grabbed both of the piglet's arms.
Yeah!
He's gonna headbutt him in the stomach, isn't he? He slammed his head into the surprised piglet's face. With a sickening crunch, it toppled to the ground, unconscious. KO!
Sometimes you just gotta take the hit, you know? Ha! Showed him.
Yes! But he didn't hit any of his weak points. That shouldn't count. As far as we could tell, a KO meant the piglet had lost, despite having a full health bar. Whoa! He didn't hit the star once and he still won!
I guess he did technically use his head.
Shido's like, the fuck, dude? Mirorashi's movements were a little shaky as he made his way down off the stage and back to us.
Good job there, buddy. Thanks. Be careful. One hit could knock some of you kids out. They hit pretty hard.
Mirarashi! But he'd already collapsed to the floor, unconscious. I ran over to him as the second piglet stepped up onto the stage. That's true because we have 3 piglets, so... Who's going to go next?
I'll do it. I've got pretty good reflexes and I've played this game a lot. I should do alright.
We already know he's ninja, you know, like...
This isn't just about reflexes, Kota. I can't let you go. It's too dangerous.
But he's Aries, right? I think he can handle it. Toa's like, I just don't want to go.
Good point, kid. He might be our best bet. Subaru looked over at me, and I could see uncertainty in his eyes. What should I say? We have to trust him. I guess you're right. He sighed. Like, I'd be like, no offense. I know the other option was like, you should do it, sweetie. No, you should stay here and not get hurt. Send somebody else. But also, we've seen how Mayoshi knows this game. He got a nickname because he was so good at this game, and we've already seen his ninja fucking moves. I'm just saying. I'm not worried. If it was like Toa, I'd be like, he's gonna die. So, like, we're a team. If we don't trust each other, we won't make it through here. He gave Mayoshi's shoulder an almost fatherly squeeze. You can do this. We believe in you. Yeah. Mayoshi climbed slowly up onto the stage. After he'd finished putting on his gloves and shin guards, another silhouette appeared on the screen. This time, the piglet's star was on his shoulder, and Mayoshi's was on his left leg. Fight! You can do it, Mayoshi! The piglet started to move immediately, its feet dancing back and forth as it circled, but Mayoshi just stood there. It lashed out with a powerful kick, but Mayoshi dodged it easily, like he was just playing some sort of rhythm game. There it is! The ninja step! Apparently, he'd named that particular step after watching Mayoshi dash down the corridor of hate on the first day. See? Told you. The piglet's body language became more agitated and it struck again and again, but Mayoshi dodged every one with ease. Its frustration clearly mounting, the piglet's attacks became more desperate, until finally it left itself open. Mayoshi ducked in and tapped its shoulder. With a shudder, the piglet fell to the floor. Down! The health bar of the piglet's silhouette dropped by a third. It shook its head and moved to get up. But... sorry, but no dice. And getting in a hit on a downed opponent's a basic tactic. He lunged in, and before the piglet could scramble out of the way, touched the leg the star had moved to. KO! Yeah! You dominated that fight. Gosh, they don't call you Ares for nothing. He didn't respond, just got back into position as the final piglet climbed up onto the stage. A fight! I guess they don't give a shit who fights. Just as before, Mayoshi's strikes and dodges were deft and well-timed. But perhaps because this piglet had seen what had happened to his compatriot, Mayoshi couldn't manage to land a hit. It was looking like a stalemate until I noticed something. Wait, is Mayoshi kind of wavering? Is he tired out already? For real? Gah. The piglet chose that moment to throw out an almost lazy kick at Mayoshi's stomach. Down! But he didn't get zapped. Mayoshi bent over his stomach, and the piglet wasted no time in reaching for the star on his shoulder. Mayoshi! He dived to the side and rolled out of the way of the attack, and right off the stage. Ring out! Damn it. He slammed a fist into the floor. Thanks to you, now we know how to beat them. And you've earned a rest. Let me handle this one. He balled his hands into fists and glared at the piglet as he stepped up onto the stage. You can do it! Don't hurt his pretty face! Fight! With a grunt, Subaru settled into a fighting stance. His opponent stepped in for an attack, but Subaru slid to the side, and the piglet's fist flew past harmlessly. I mean, he does have some training at avoiding getting punched in the face, right? With minimal movement, he expertly avoided the next attack, and the next. Look at him move. That must be kendo. He tapped his forehead. And detectives have to learn either kendo or judo while they're at the academy. He must have chosen kendo training. Oh. There wasn't anything unnecessary in his movements. He didn't just have training. He was good. He's so good at everything. Except for figuring out who Monopigus and figuring out the clues. That he wasn't so good at. He's like, I don't understand what sun and 7/7 means. It's a fucking date, dumbass. Like, I mean, the fact he couldn't figure that out is just kind of sad. But, I mean, he's really good at everything else. He can't be perfect at everything. Near perfect, but... Yeah! That doesn't sound right in his voice. Again. He lunged skillfully forward through the piglet's guard and delivered a hard chop to its neck. The piglet stumbled back as the sound of electricity crackled through the air. Wait, did he hit the star with a backhand after that chop? I noticed something earlier. Everyone's trying to hit the star, which makes their moves predictable and makes them easy to dodge. The piglet crumbled to the floor. KO!
My goodness. So the combination of that blow to the neck and the electric shock was enough to render him unconscious.
Subaru sighed and wiped the sweat from his forehead.
Warriors Coliseum completed.
The voice of the announcer echoed through the amphitheater. That was great! Mirashi had recovered enough to throw Subaru a thumbs up. We should wait until Ryusei and Kota are back to full strength before we move on. Everyone agreed, but as we sat down, the announcer began to speak again.
Your band must split in twain to seek out the sacred blade. Those who accompany you shall be your sworn brothers, your destinies forever entwined.
This is where the shit gets real! Oh god, now I see what he's doing. I was like, okay, so in whoever's route, right? It was Urabe, in Urabe's route. Right? He was like, I'm supposed to be there and they're going to fight me and they're going to kill me, right? That's what Monopig had. And we're like, no, fucker. That's why we're splitting into two. They're going to make us go into that room where in Urabe's path, it was Urabe that they were fighting and they didn't know and then they were going to kill him. We are going to have to fight these people who are going to end up being our teammates, the other side of the team. So, like, and try to kill them. That's why he's like, ha 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 ha. That's why the pig isn't really, because he's going to make us, he's going to pit us against each other to try to kill each other. In this next thing. Oh, fucker! It's not going to happen. We're all going to be fine. But I'm just saying, that's some shady motherfucking shit right there. Anyway. The two doors at the back of the room opened. The implication was clear. And the old divide and conquer, eh? $10 to donuts, there'll be more tricks and traps, and we'll meet up again at some point. So, how should we split up? We won't meet up again. I'd like you to come with me, Spacey. Okay. As I nodded, he reached out and took a hold of my hand. Yes! I wanted some shady resting bitch face. I am not disappointed. Look at Thomas' face. Like, whoa, there's something going on here. Huh? Why are you guys holding hands? Oh. It's, We both let go, extremely embarrassed, but it was too late. All eyes were on us. When on earth did you find the time to hook up? Conducting some undercover operations, detective. Hey, hold on a minute there. I'd like to have done some undercover operations, but he never came to my room for that. Well, wait, does this mean they all think we're together? I mean, he kissed you, girl. I think it's obvious. I felt my heart flutter as I watched him try and explain what was going on. I mean, he never said anything about... Oh, gosh, but he didn't say no, either. No, what am I thinking? This is no time to be worrying about whether he's my boyfriend or not. I squeezed my eyes shut and shook my head to clear it, but I must have been daydreaming longer than I thought, because the groups had been decided. Subaru and Shirabe would go with me, and Miranashi, Wakasa, Mayoshi, and Urabe would be the other team. Oh, God. All right, see you at the end. Back at ya. We split up and headed to our respective doors. Okay. Yep. Once through, we found ourselves in a pitch-black hallway. This isn't good. I can't tell left from right in here. Just put your hand on the wall. We can follow it. Right. Oh, I felt Subaru's warm hand wrap around mine. Are you okay? His voice was quiet and close. I could almost feel his breath on my ear. I should say something. Yeah, as long as I'm with you. That's the right answer, but it's so ridiculously goofy and cheesy, but I love it. Yeah, as long as I'm with you. I know how you feel. As long as you're with me, I feel better. And keeping you safe helps me stay focused. I love him so much. I'm gonna die, guys. I am gonna die. I felt his grip on my hand tighten. After a few more turns, we saw a dim light somewhere ahead. That must be the next game. Sure looks like it. Let's move. Oh god, Yep. In front of us was a dimly lit stage with a large screen stretching across the middle. It's kind of creepy in here. There was another set of gloves and shin guards up on the stage. We were going to have to fight again? Knights of the Round Table! Win Excalibur with strength and valor and control the world! It looks like the game earlier, but there's no opponent. Maybe they're hiding out there in the darkness. Huh. Well, I might as well give it a shot this time. No, I'll go. He held out a hand to stop Shirabe. And don't take this as me saying I don't think you can handle it. But I got a feel for this game last time. If I don't make it, though, I know you can finish the job. Sure you weren't a general in a previous life. Sure, Detective. You take point on this one. I got your back. Be careful. This also, so now the explosive insight that we're going to get next makes total fucking sense and goes perfectly along with exactly what I said. This 100% we are fighting our friends. As he stepped up onto the stage, the screen flickered to life, displaying an image of a piglet. In front of the piglet, though, was an image of Subaru's back. So I guess you'll be fighting through this monitor instead of in person this time? It looks like it's connected to some sort of motion sensor. Subaru settled into his fighting stance again. The whole game is different. It doesn't have the health bar or the stars. And they've added a timer, though. You have 600 units of time. Seconds, probably. The fight! The battle had begun, but the piglet didn't seem to be moving. Wait, why isn't he doing anything? The timer is counting down. Subaru tried another chop at his opponent's neck, but the piglet dodged it easily. He pressed forward with his attack, but the figure on the screen avoided each strike with easy, rhythmic steps. Do you see what's happening here? I told you what was happening here, but can you see it now, how obvious it is? Then suddenly it attacked. Gah! Subaru! Down! What the hell? Damn, does that mean that any hit gives you a shock? This could kill you. No! The piglet wasn't waiting for Subaru to get up and lashed out with another attack. He dodged and then countered with an attack of his own. Down! The piglet's head snapped back and it fell to the floor. Wait, don't you feel like something's off here? Off? Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on it, but something's wrong. I know it. In the time it took me to say that, both Subaru and the piglet hit each other again. Subaru, what am I missing? There's something going on here. They're fighting over that screen. The health gauge is gone. And there's something about the way that piglet moves. It's there. I've almost got it. If they hadn't put Mayoshi up there, we'd be fucked, right? I need to figure this out. Okay, so in this one, we're fighting over that screen, right? And there isn't a health bar like there was in the last one. But 3 hits were enough to take out even Mitarashi. But the weirdest thing is how that piglet is moving. It's really rhythmic. It just doesn't seem like a piglet. Mayoshi had kind of a rhythmic thing to his fighting earlier. I wonder how the other team is doing. Mirashi's pretty strong, and Mayoshi has the ninja step, so they should be fine, right? No, I need to focus on this right now. It's ninja step, but I just decided to. Because she said rhythmic, and then she said Mayoshi was moving rhythmically, yeah. That's it! The way he moves! It's the ninja step! Oh, wait, that would mean... Subaru, stop! I think that's Mayoshi! What? He spun around, surprised.
That's correct!
Hogstein's voice boomed out across the room, and the piglet on the screen suddenly changed into Mayoshi. Subaru? What the hell is going on? Oh, man! It wasn't just Mayoshi. I could see the entire other team on the other side of the monitor. Hogstein, what are you doing?
My, such spirit! Your knights competing for the right to wield the holy sword! Only the team that survives can have that honor! Oink, 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 oink!
You're gonna make us fight each other? This must be what he meant by testing our bonds. I bit my lip. You're not testing our bond. You're just trying to break it.
Oink, oink! If the time runs out, you'll have a tie and everybody gets a game over!
How are we supposed to know who wins? There's no health bar.
Huh? Didn't I already say that? Only the team that survives can have that honor, remember? Haven't you noticed that every time you get hit, we up the voltage? Only a few more hits before you die, I'd guess.
That's insane. You're making us fight to the death? That's horrible! Gah. Everyone was silent. If we fought, someone would die. If we didn't fight, then the time would run out and it'd be game over. We've only got 200 seconds left. There was nothing we could do.
It's gonna be really boring if you guys just sit there until the clock runs down, so just fight, okay? Pretty please.
Subaru had been staring down at the floor since Hogstein's revelation, but now suddenly he looked up and met my gaze. Trust me, Spacey. What? Shirabe, can you come over here? He leaned over and whispered something to the other man's ear. What are they talking about? Are you serious? I could hear disbelief in his voice, but also a little bit of fear? Please. Shirabe let out a long sigh and nodded. Kota. He turned back to the screen and drew himself up. Someone has to finish this game, and I know you can do it. Now hit me. And this joke. Oh my gosh, is he crazy? He held at his arms, leaving himself completely open. No, I can't. I won't do it. Because then you're also... Okay, we have to end this game, but then you're leaving it on Mayoshi, who now already has this whole guilt trip thing about not being honest about the bus crash, right? And now you're going to make him kill you? What the fuck are you trying to do? A chorus of voices from the other side of the screen agreed with him.
Are you seriously gonna sacrifice yourself? How beautiful! How noble! You know what? Just for you, I'm gonna crank up the juice. It'll only take one hit to send him to heaven now. And that ought to make you feel a little less guilty.
Subaru, you can't do this! I know he told me to trust him, but I don't see how he can possibly get out of this alive. Oh my god. Is the bad ending gonna be he sacrifices himself and he dies here? No! 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 That's already making me extremely sad. It's making me extremely sad. I know it's just a bad ending, but that is how we're gonna end. No! Do it, Kota. We've got less than a minute left. Don't do it. No. If you don't, we'll all die. Just trust me. No. We're a team, right? Mayoshi nodded. So as long as we trust each other, we'll beat whatever that pig throws at us. I'll be fine. Just trust me. He's like, I got a pacemaker, dude. I'm good. Just kick that shit back on. There's only 200 seconds left. That's not how it works. But actually, technically, if your heart does weird shit, it does, like, jolt you. Like, it acts like a little, like, defibrillator. But I don't think it would bring you back to life if you died. But... Subaru! His body twitched once, horribly, then collapsed to the floor in a limp heap. And this is where he dies. In the other one. Coliseum of Darkness completed. No! I ran toward him and dropped to my knees. Move it. What? Before waiting for me to comply, Shirabe shoved me aside and tore off Subaru's gloves. Hey, take his clothes off. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, we're not there yet. I had no idea what was going on, but Shirabe seemed to have a plan. Trust me, Spacey. I heard his words echo in my head over and over. I do trust him.
Congratulations, you've won! Next is the final... Huh?
We just finished removing Subaru's shirt when Hogstein finally noticed we were up to something. Right. He yanked the electrode from one of the gloves he'd pulled off and placed it against Subaru's chest. He's gonna shock him back to life. That's great. Mayoshi, when I give you the word, I want you to punch the air. What? He looked up at Shirabe, confused. We're gonna save him.
What the heck are you trying to do?
Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Could you imagine if it didn't work? We're like, it doesn't work. This is where the bad ending comes in, I swear to God. It's gotta be. Just as ordered, he punched the air. Subaru's body twitched. I'd almost rather had the bad ending be like he died, and you're like, that's so sad and it hurts so bad. Then he's just like, yeah, no, I don't love you. And like leaves us. I don't know, that hurts more. I don't know. It's like, I don't know why, but you're like, he died nobly and he loved us and it was okay and I'm sad, but we'll move on. And then otherwise he's like, yeah, nah, I felt like, just changed my mind. There's something wrong with me. You know, like, I don't know. I mentally fucked up that way. Shirabe pressed his ear to the unconscious man's chest. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Are you trying to resuscitate him? That's ridiculous. He's dead, dead, dead. You killed him.
Again. Please, Subaru, come back. Not come back. I squeezed my eyes shut, but damn it, it's not working. That's when you go over and slap him in the face. No. The end. Bad ending unlocked. All right then. I promise. I won't die. I'll survive. We both will. This is the one that, like, every sentence, you're like, it's so awkward with everything being, like, a new sentence. It's like, I feel like it should be like a nice pause. It just comes out awkward. Anyway, no matter what happens, remember that you can trust me, okay? That's when you punch him in the face. You promised! You said you wouldn't die! I opened my eyes and looked at him. This is awesome. I knew there was a get mad, and I was waiting when he was, like, doing this plan that we were gonna get mad at him. I thought maybe at first I was like, Hogstein's, ha, you have to kill each other. And I was like, we're gonna get mad at him and he's gonna change the rules. Didn't happen. Subaru's gonna sacrifice himself. We're gonna get mad at him. No. And right now when she's like doing that, I was like, oh God. She's like having that flashback. I was like, she is gonna get mad and like anger punch him back to life. This is fucking great. He was right. And there wasn't any other way, but the chances of his plan actually working out are almost 0. But he still did it to save the rest of us! He just threw his life away for us! We're getting mad at him for this. It's fucking hilarious. What's wrong with you?! It took me a moment to realize the screaming voice I heard was my own. I apologize. Subaru? We did scream. We anger screamed him back to life. His eyes fluttered open. Are you okay? I grabbed his hand and he gave me a weak smile. He's still got his sunglasses on. He's sitting there with no shirt on with his sunglasses on. Like, really? Oh my god. I won't go down that easy. I made a promise to you. That's right. You can't die. Fucking hilarious. Relieved cheers filled the air from both sides of the screen. Oh man, thank goodness. When it had looked like he was really going to die, my heart had felt like it was about to crack in half. I guess I just like him a lot. Like, a lot. I squeezed his hand tighter. There was nothing I could think of to say. Hey, Hogstein. I seem to recall you saying that the team that survived got to keep going, right? What? Well, you heard the announcer. Oh, we just completed this game. Miyoshi and Subaru survived. And that means we're all moving on. Got a problem with that? What? With a click, his incoherent, angry ranting disappeared. Damn, that was a real high-stakes bet there, Detective. But I guess you weren't bluffing. I'm sorry if I made you worry. Hey, you're alive now, that's all I care about. God damn, man! I think maybe you took it a little too far there.
Of all the... I don't think I could handle such an ordeal a second time.
Thank God. Subaru started to stand up, and I rushed to help him. All right, the final round, here we come. And this is where we end the part. I told you we weren't going to get our ending. I'm going to stop here because it probably won't be too long. That is our last choice in this chapter. So we will probably do this, then we'll get our ending, and it probably won't be very long, honestly, the next part. Probably only about like 15 minutes. We could finish it in this, but I don't know. Again, is this going to take 5 minutes? Is this going to take 15 minutes? And then our ending. So I don't know, and I don't want it to be like it's an hour and a half part, an hour and 20 minute part. Like, if it was only going to be 2 minutes of this and then 5 minutes for ending, fine, but I don't know. So the next part will probably be short, and then obviously we'll have the part after that, which will be the bad ending. So it's just the way it is. I'm excited. That means we get a little bit extra time with Shido, and I love it. So anyway, it's because I laughed so fucking hard. It's because I laughed for 10 minutes with him in a furry suit, and I laughed for like 10 minutes with him being like, your head is just so round, because that's just fucking weird as shit, and I can't help it. I love this one so much. And the fact that we anger punched him back, we didn't really punch him, but it was verbal. It was a verbal assault back to life, and that's just great. So anyway, I am going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.